Everybody, happy Thursday. Very good morning to you. Hope you're keeping well. You join us for some flyage today. We're going to be taking out the Taog's Hangar, the Alouette III, as we do some on-air search and rescue, perhaps some air ambulance missions based out of Casement Aerodrome, Baldonnel, here in County Dublin. Home of the Irish Air Corps and also the starting place where the Bremen took off 100 and odd years ago. But, 90 odd years ago. It's nearly 100, right? In 3 years, yes. But anyway, hope you're keeping well. It's, I don't know what the weather's doing. It was all miserable earlier. It's starting to break a bit. We'll see how this one goes. But yes, hope you're all keeping terribly well. It was a busy one last night with all technological wizardry. It's great now. My room is clean again. There's no stuff hanging around the place. But as we do with our daytime streams, tech support or even some advice if there's anything going on with your simulator or add-ons or hardware, whatever it is, well, don't hesitate to ask some questions and we'll try and get them answered as best we can. And yeah, man, it's the Alouette III, probably my absolute favourite helicopter in the sim. The other one that they made, the what does it call it? The other Taog's Hangar one, the O6HA, I forget the name of it. CUs or Cayus, one of the absolutely incredible as well. But the Alouette, it's very kind of, I flew in one of these. I flew in many of these over the years in Baldonnel, and just the sound of them, quite unique, and they were an incredible aircraft. They served the Air Corps for 44 years, I think. Thousands, 1,700 missions. So yeah, almost 2,000, right? And well over 500 people saved from their search and rescue mission, SAR. So a very important aircraft, not just for the Irish Air Corps. These things were used the world over, and some of them are still flying to this very day. So this is our chariot of choice. And it's a very nice helicopter. Taog's Hangar, they do incredible things, and I'm super excited because they're also working on a Dauphin helicopter, the old Aerospatiale, I think it was the AS365. Gorgeous machines, and yeah, looking forward to when that one comes out. So we don't know what we're doing. We're going to be sat here on the ramp. We're going to be waiting for OnAir to give us some options to see what sort of missions we can do. Search and rescue to either a last known position or to a fixed position. We'll find out now in a little bit. OnAir have been doing massive updates when it comes to their databases. They're also adding in a ton of new features coming very, very soon. It's really going to enhance what we're doing here in terms of some of these ad hoc missions. They're very kind of natural flowing, and they're very realistic as well. We've already done a few of these. We've already taken out the MH60 a couple of times, and it's always left a very lasting impression. I've pressed a button because I hit my keyboard, look. Jesus, lads. Move that shagging thing out of the way. Right, buttons already at this time of the day. It's great. But yes, we'll see what happens. Also, yes, indeed, Flying Side are working on the Gazelle. It's not out yet, though, I don't believe. But one of your clients is a former Alouette pilot. Ooh, very good. Yeah, they're an awesome aircraft. We'll learn a little bit about it. French built. They're also built under contract in places like Romania and I think Croatia and even India. And yeah, they were just an incredible helicopter. They arrived into the Air Corps during the 1960s, and they had a fleet of 8 of these over the years. And they were retired then after 44 years service, 2007, I think. I'll double check my dates. But they got... they're all retired. The latest and greatest aircraft operated by the Air Corps now, of course, would be the Airbus H135 and also the Augusta, or the Bell Augusta 139. The 145 has been ordered and it's due to be deployed into service over the coming months. So the Air Corps definitely still kind of, mucking ahead when it comes to heliwing. Not as much search and rescue or air ambulance as it used to do. Bearing in mind, we now have the Coast Guard up and running here in Ireland. But certainly before the Air Corps got these Alouettes, search and rescue missions were actually conducted by the RAF in and around the Irish Sea, and also some of the mountain rescue stuff. So it was a very interesting time when the Air Corps got these. I mean, they only had the Alouette a week or two, and it completed its first air ambulance mission. And I remember speaking to a lot of the pilots back in the day operating these aircraft. You're talking like the early 90s, and some of the missions they did, they'd have a crew on call, because they were rapid response in terms of search and rescue and air ambulance, right? But they used to spend an awful lot of time doing missions out in the Wicklow Mountains. They had the Dauphins as well. They had better range, and they also had better IFR capability with equipment. You tend to find the Dauphins going out, for incidents in the water at sea. But the Alouette was very much used kind of locally. Mountain rescue was a huge deal for these guys, and also, going up in very challenging and difficult, even dangerous conditions, So the Air Corps helicopter that we have here, with the livery, which was all done by Taog's Hangar, this is Irish Air Corps 202. This particular helicopter, which flew for the Air Corps, had an interesting faith. It was on a joint Garda and also... who else were involved? Anyway, there was a mission anyway. There was a missing person in and around Donegal some years ago, and 202 was dispatched to help out, and the aircraft got itself into difficulty and actually crashed into the loch, into a lake, and it thankfully there was no fatalities, but it was gas because there was someone getting married. Right? They were getting their wedding photos taken, and your next thing, down comes the chopper. They arranged a helicopter. Oh wait, it crashed. Right, and anyway, the aircraft itself was salvageable. They were able to, they took it out the water, but they never returned it to flying. It stayed in engineering wing, and the lads used it for training and whatnot. That is this particular airframe 202, and today it actually resides up at the Ulster. What do they call it? The Ulster Flying School, or it's up the north anyway. And they have it beautifully restored, and it's a static display aircraft now. Ulster Flying Society, I think it is. I'll double check. But a very interesting aircraft. It completed over 7,000 hours of flight, hundreds of missions, saved hundreds of people, and it had a watery end in County Donegal. But very interesting. Not hiding in the jacks watching, honest. Gibbo's here. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, it's a very interesting helicopter, and what Taog's Hangar have done between the sounds, the systems, the flight modelling, it's a beautiful, beautiful aircraft, and it's mad looking. Helicopters of the 60s were mad looking. They didn't know what to do with them, really. Today, they're really sleek and nice, you know what I mean? But back then, they were friggin' nuts. But anyway, Captain Sickbag is here. Hello to the sunny southeast. Hope all is well, my dude. Filthy, very good morning to you. Mac Manser is here. Mac Vision, hope you're well. Spitfire RAF 100, a very happy Thursday. Soaring AJ. AJH, man, hope you're well. Malky is here, good morning. Bell Bro, happy Thursday. Sim Guy, you're very welcome aboard. Toto is in the house, good morning to you. Ferocin Gamer, we're over halfway to the weekend, I'm telling you. One more sleep. Airlock Doc is here, just in time, back from shopping and ready to see things get all morphed up. You do your shopping on a Thursday. We do ours on a Friday. I used to do it on a Saturday. I was like, no, never again. The world and its mother does it on a Saturday. So Thursday, it's a good idea, Airlock, good idea. Vacuum, hope you're well. Jimbo Stream, hope you're well. Good to see you, buddy. Doug D is here, good morning. Apache is in the house. Norse Viking Gaming, morning. Hope you're well. PH Roy is in the house. A very good day to you, Roy. Hope all is well. Vacuum, 7 in a row. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Bellbro says the Alouette is a blast indeed. It really is. It's awesome. The Impossible Face, good morning. Garg Gaming, hope all is well in County Galway. Good morning to you, buddy. Where is this now? I'd love a Gazelle in the Air Corps colours. So there is a Gazelle. Fly Inside are working on their Gazelle, but I don't think it's been released yet, but I can't wait for that as well. But yes, Eamon 1973, top of the morning to you. Jeppison 2001, the man, myth and legend, has rambled in with news of the realm. He says, good morning, Murph and everyone. Happy Thursday to you all. Good to see you, Jeb. Hope you're well, buddy. We were checking out, what's it called? Something Lake. No. What was it called? Scare River? Something. Beautiful scenery. I forget the name of it. It has escaped me this morning. But very, very nice. Very nice. Big Al's playing. Good to see Al. Your Winwing MacDo has been dispatched, Malky. Ooh, I have a win. I have them. They're actually very good. Hang on. Jesus, there's a wig. I can explain everything. So, Jesus. Yes. Have to make it all nice and presentable, Murph. Do you know what I mean? Freaking paw prints. Yep, that made absolutely no difference. But anyway, yeah, the Winwing gear is interesting because, well, it's deadly, right? And here be it a MacDoeth, right? And they're very good. These are very, very good. And they work very well with their own software. You can also hook them up to other things, X's and O's or Axes and O's and SPAD, Moby Flight, right? But they are great bits of equipment. So you are very, very much going to enjoy using them. My problem, well, not really a problem. I tend not to be in the airliners an awful lot, apart from our Thursday nights. And I might be around tonight. I'm not sure. I might be on a phone call. But they're class. They're really, really class. And what I've done some modifications to mine. I've inserted Velcro stickers invented by the Irish. And what this does, I have a little shelf here, Amazon gadget. What the Jesus? Look, it's all coming out now. Oh, Jesus. This shelf unit here, look, it clips onto a desk like that, right? See that? It's just a shelf. Like €12 or something, or maybe €15. And the idea is then, these bad boys, well, they sit on top of it like that. And then they don't fall off because, well, you've Velcroed it, you see? Genius! Absolutely genius. And if you need to then, you can actually flip down the shelf. Don't catch your fingers, Murphy. And then, they can just shunk like that. So a little modification to your MacDo, you can then mount it on your desk, look, as you can see. And if we wanted to drop it down to get it out of your way, you just do that. Isn't that brilliant? I came up with that idea by looking at someone else on the internet. I mean, that's brilliant. I knew I was going to be a success, right? But they lock into place and it be solid, doesn't move. And, oh, Jesus. I also have the, what do they call it? The panel for flight. Why did they name them what they named them? They're too confusing. But this one here is off a 737, right? And it has the same Velcro attachments. There it is. Press our little buttons on the back. Pop it out of the way. That's a level of genius now, lads. Even I was impressed. Do you know what I mean? But you can also do, if you have brackets and whatnot, you can do that too. Absolutely. But I will say, like a little shelf from Amazon and a bit of Velcro, you would be amazed of how much of a difference that makes, especially because, like, just pop it off, just put it away somewhere, or then just mount it onto your desk. It's all there when you need it. It locks in. It's like a spring load at the back. So yeah, very handy indeed. And for the FMC or the MacDo, bit of Velcro, lads. And like the Velcro you need, you get that on Amazon as well. It's like €5. For like 20 quid, you're getting a desk mount like no other. You know what I mean? So that was my level of ingenuity. That was my, to be honest, it's probably, the highlight of my life, There we go. That's all folded up. That lives under here. Jesus, that sounded... Oh, there's a magnet there, look. Hang on. Oh, Jesus, don't put a magnet on a battery. That can't be safe, can it? Hang on. Oh, Jesus. Hang on, I need to fix things. Don't be alarmed if you hear any mad sounds. Things can explode in this room. Hang on now. This lives back under there. Nice and neat, like. You know what I mean? There we go. That's it. We invented Velcro. We did. And that all lives in a neat little package. I'm very impressed with that, But anyway, we shall continue on, friends. Continue on. Who else come in the door here now? The Blaze. Good to see you, The Blaze. Let me see here. Cheat River. That's the one. Yes. Brilliant. Big Al says, do they come with those dusters? No. You're using You're using the units daily. Yes, yes. Highly recommended running through SPAD, says JM Knights. Yeah, I need to have a look at them using SPAD. It's all Dougal's fault. He persuaded me. Yep, 100%. I'm willing to take the Boeing version from you, Murph. Yeah, sure. But yes, I 3D printed a bracket that acts like a drawer and it hides the unit under my desk when not in use. Awesome. Yeah, the 3D printing, that's made such a difference to flight simmers now, hasn't it? Those of you who have 3D printers, you know what the crack is. And even if you don't, there's plenty of online services that will do the 3D printing for you. Very, very affordable. Also, Flight Sim Mods. You know, Oz Flight Simmer, Shane, he owns Flight Sim Mods. Now, he's in Australia, but the gear can get here. But yeah, very, very good indeed. But anyway, what's the brand of that shelf, says Filthy? Amazon something? I'll dig it out. Drop us a DM, Filthy, and I'll dig it out and see what happens. Do you know what I mean? But yes, yeah, thank God the Irish invented Velcro. We're fierce handy people, lads. Fierce handy. Daniel is in the house. Good to see you, man. Top of the morning to you. Johnny Mon. Good morning. Well, good evening, Johnny. Hope you're well, buddy. Oh, wait, hang on. It is good morning. Hope you're well, bud. Byron is in the house. Welcome in. Need to watch with sound off or very low. You're at the office and you don't have headphones. Jesus. Good to see you, buddy. Dave Cleary. Legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Hope you're well. Hukalea is in the house. Shoestring Media, welcome in. Keeping track of the fly inside Gazelle. The flight physics will not use Microsoft's and they'll also use the FAA approved Dynamics. Ooh, nice. Visualize, top of the morning. Stevie B is here from a sunny Tenerife. Just getting over the man flu. Jesus, you poor old devil, you. Just thinking, yeah, you'd just save a fortune on not needing to shave. You just save a fortune on not needing to shave. Thanks, Gibbo. Jesus. But yes, will you be using SayIntentions SkyOps? No, we're going to be using OnAir. That's going to give us some missions. We'll have a look at SayIntentions as well, sure. Because with SkyOps, that's all been updated as well. There's incredible things happening in the sim with all our third parties, you know. I had an issue with me MacDo last night. It froze. I don't believe you. Nothing worse. I don't know. Sometimes they behave and you unplug them and plug them back in again. You know what I mean? But yes. Now let me see. Idle Cutoff, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. Let me see now. Ignorance. No, wait. Ignore Cells Bliss. You're very welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Right, shall we get started? Shall we ramble in and press some buttons? There's that light, and here's this button, and here is our Alouette III. Ooh. John C., good morning. Hope you're well, buddy. Now, let's see what the crack is. Been a while, good to see you. And you, Sheffy, welcome in, buddy. Very happy Thursday to you, man. And two dogs, a very good afternoon. It's very loud here. We must have some other choppers with us. Let us have a look, friends. Let us have a look. So here we are with the Alouette III from Taog's Hangar. It is strictly a 2020 aircraft, but it works just fine in 2024. Little bit different on the handling on the ground in 2024, but it's still absolutely fine. So with our machine here today, we are configured for search and rescue. You'll notice some of the finer little details as we approach where the winch is. Right. You'll also notice then that there is a panel, the trap door, which is installed in the aircraft. The idea being is, well, that floor drops down and our winch operator crew can work from there. We do have the side floats mounted. The aircraft tend to keep these on the lower part, and we just threw on an extra kind of step here as well. We do have a little utility crane underneath, not necessarily needed, but we threw it on there for the crack. The aircraft did operate something like this. They called it a harpoon, effectively. It wasn't a weapon. The harpoon was used if they were going to be landing on the onto a ship. They would like fire a little grapple down with a steel cable to hold them, and then they could use that to position themselves to land. The Dauphins used it more so, but yeah, it's a very beautiful helicopter. This I think it looks great. As helicopters go, I think it's a gorgeous looking chopper. And one of the unique traits of the Alouette III, it was a very wide helicopter. You're talking 3 wide, which for most choppers is not the case. Usually you'd have like 2 seats and all your controls. This one had 3, all one beside the other, which gave it fairly decent carrying capacity. You know what I mean? I closed the app, I unplugged it, checked for updates, I even checked SPAD and closed it. Nothing. Oh, Jesus. It does look like a Huey and the old Bell had a baby. Little bit. Dave Cleary, dude, absolutely, jump in. Wildcat now instead, I think. Not sure. Wildcat, you say? Ooh. We got Captain Sigbag here with us on the ground here at Casement. This is Jeppesen 2001's Casement Aerodrome, Baldonnel. It's a freeware scenery, and he gave it a patch to make it compatible in 2024. A couple of small issues here and there, but absolutely nothing to worry about. And he's updated the scenery with additional bits and bobs, including, you know, the Avro RJ from CJet parked down the end of the ramp, the new firefighting training area, the new pistol range has gone in there as well, and it's just generally updated the state of the place. As I said, I was born and raised in this place. My house, I lived here. My house, I'm getting some weird texture issues though. See this kind of crack? Jep, I don't know, is this on your side or my side? But yeah, I've elevation issues. But here's my old house, look. And Jeppesen even put in a Skoda. Yeah, brilliant. He even put in an old Skoda. Brilliant. And that's where I used to live. Married quarters. And there's the officer's mess. But yeah, I have weird kind of texture issues here. But sure, listen, we'll get on with it anyway, and we'll see what happens. So we shall horse ourselves into this machine, and let's see what's going to happen here this morning, shall we? The weather's looking pretty nice, it's got to be said. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down into OnAir, and we're going to enter the world of crash logistics. That's what we called it. And we'll go in here now and see what the crack is, and see what sort of flights we can do. So we're going to go into our dashboard, and we're going to go in here. We're going to abandon that one. And we're going to browse the logistics center. And from here, we're going to look at this. See this rescue? So we're going to go locate and evacuate injured individuals. Ooh, let's go ahead and click this. And let's see what sort of options that we have. So there's a flight here. It's going to be from, that's very short. That appears to be some sort of an accident. Let me see. 4 passengers to rescue from a fixed position. That's a road rescue. So that's been a road traffic accident, right? We also have other ones where we can do an off-road rescue mission needing to search. That means we need to go and check out a search pattern, or we have a sea rescue mission with a precise location. So you have tons of options here. Now that's a Jay's, like, unlikely the Air Corps would do that, but you just wouldn't know, would you? So they're pretty far away. Then we've other areas here. So roadside stuff. Let me see. We'll get more and more of these missions as they open up. Here's one here we might do. There's 3 passengers to rescue here. There's been a road... there's been an incident, right? Road rescue mission. We have the coordinates. And if we have a look on the map here, let me see. We're kind of down near Blessington. So there's been an accident right outside of Paddy McSweeney's house. And we'll get that sorted now for Paddy. So we're going to apply to take on this mission. It's going to be a relatively short hop. These are the Blessington Lakes, and we're going to head down this direction. All right. Jeppesen, I reckon it's a me problem. Do you know what I mean? I reckon it's a me problem. So let's have a look here. We're going to be rescuing, or the mission is to rescue 3 passengers. And we can either take them back to Bal, or we can take them to a hospital. So we're going to take on this job. And... Bal to Bal, that's grand. Let's have a look. So our weight and balance with the aircraft, we'll top her up manually ourselves just to give us sufficient fuel. We'll go 80% across the board. And let me see here now. Alternate, it's just going to be a Baldonnel. We shall validate our weight and payload. Here we go. And fly now with live time. So we're going to say fly now. Airport alternate must be different. Okay, so if we can't get into Baldonnel, we'll go into Dublin. Right, let's see what we can do here. Let me see. Rayhan, you're very welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. From Indonesia. Welcome in. Currently an X-plane. I'll check it out. No, it's definitely a Murph issue. My sim does this quite a bit. So let me see. We need to go over towards Blessington. So let's have a look here now. We bring up our map. So let's see if we can hone in the position by looking at our map here with Garmin. And we can do the same with... we can do the same when it comes to, whatchamacallit, with Navigraph, right? So we're going to be out somewhere this neck of the woods. Let's see here now. We're roughly here. Roughly here. So we're going to put that in as a little waypoint. And we'll call it, rescue, right? So we'll call this one rescue. And now we want to do a flight plan. So we're going to go direct. So we're going to say origin is going to be Casement Aerodrome. En route is going to be rescue. Rescue. There's my waypoint I've just put in. and our destination is going to be back to Casement. Very good. We're going to create that trip. We're going to activate this flight. And I'm unsure if I can change my ownership to a heli. Oh, you can. Deadly. This is Garmin Pilot, by the way. I've been playing with this for a bit of time. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So you can see what our route here is going to be. It's over Kilteal. We're going to be keeping Blessington Lakes on our left-hand side, and then we'll come around the back of Naas Racecourse. That's how it's all going to look. If we do the same over on, let me see, over on Navigraph. Get Navigraph fired up here and we'll have a quick look. So we'll unload. Let's have a look to see where we are. So it's on night mode, put it into day mode. So here are the Blessington Lakes, right? Ballymore Eustace, neck of the woods. And if we look at OnAir, it's taking us over here. Here's the road I'd say we're chasing, right? And I think I can I turn this on to like pure satellite? World map, here we go. So we were looking at Paddy McSweeney's house, wasn't it? So there's a sharp bend in the road. We're close. So let's have a look here. Let's see if we can find this, right? We'll zoom out here because I can actually find the exact location by trying to offer all this up together. So there's that bit of a lake. Yeah, that's grand. So we're going to be up here somewhere. It's right there, lads. It's right there. And how we'll know is we got a house in the corner with a square field. Yes. And we have the house down here. So we're going to mark this as a waypoint. We're going to say add user waypoint. We're going to call this one rescue. We're going to do the same crack again, right? So we're going to put in a new flight. So we're going to say new flight. And we're going to put in EIME, rescue, EIME. Now, it may not find rescue, so we'll have to do something here. Let me see. Remove. So we want to add this user waypoint, add it to the route. And now we have her there. This is VF4 conditions at the moment. I would say 2,000 feet along the way. That's how it's going to look. So we'll depart out of Baldonnel. We can fly over the M7. We can probably keep that all the way to Naas, or we can go direct and just fly at the back. And we're going to come down here to this rescue scene. So that's where we're heading for. All right. So, yeah. Murph isn't too sure about his oil temp. It'd be grand. Helicopter's probably the best way to deal with the N7, to be honest. Absolutely. Zith, very good morning to you, bud. So that's how we're looking over that. While we're here, let's go in and have a quick look at Baldonnel just to see what the story is with the weather. So we do have weather information here. Date and time. So the 6th day of the 6th day of the month at 11 Zulu. Grand. Winds. Jesus. Alison Johnson, she scared the life out of me. She just gifted 10 tier 1 subs into the community. Ali, thank you very, very much indeed. Did you see what she did? She pressed buttons. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Alison Johnson, do be sure to say thank you. That's insane support, Ali. Thank you very, very much indeed. And she's resubbed for 62 months, Ali. Thank you very, very much indeed. I hope you're well, Mrs. Good morning to you. That's absolutely bananas. Blimey. Thank you very, very much indeed. So winds, variable, 2 knots, good visibility, few clouds, 17 degrees, lads. What's going on in Ireland? Right, it's shagged. But let's do the thing. This is like a summer's day. What's going on in the world? But anyway, we're going to get our aircraft up and running. So get some doors closed here. And let me see, where's the click spot, Murph? There we go.
I put the car in front of
There's more things happening. What's what? Who? What? She did more. 8 of them. 942 was untidy. She's now up to 950 gifted subs. Ali, you absolute mad person. 8 more gifted tier 1 subs with thanks to Alison Johnson. Lads, do be sure to say thank you very, very much indeed. Ali, you're very kind. Thank you very, very much indeed. That's mad, isn't it? She's nuts. It's 14 degrees here. Should be wearing it. Yeah, it's roasting. It's roasting. But anyway, let us get this machine up and running, get our doors closed. And let's have a quick check on the aircraft itself. Everything here is looking good. Yes, trapdoor, GPS, sling. I don't think I need the sling, to be honest. That was the bit of equipment underneath. We won't go with the sling. We'll keep that off. And we'll close all this down. Mind your cameras, Murph. Collective, that's all okay. And we're going to come down to this position and just open up our little fuel flow a teeny tiny bit so we have fuel coming in. So we'll start at the beginning. We should go ahead and put the battery on. Let me see. Start tracking. We're going to tell OnAir to start tracking the flight. There she be. And we'll get some lights on. Instruments can come on as well. Instrument lighting. That's all looking good. Quick check down here. We're going to reset our barrow and our directional indicator. Booster pump coming on. And we'll go for a rotation. I got off a terrible project, so I'm spreading the joy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Peteta, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Very, very kind, Ali. Thank you so very much indeed. Right, let us go for a start on this machine. Starbug is in a MH60, looking good. All right, turbine is coming alive. We're going to wait till it gets over 1,000 RPM.
Fly to the incident location, board the passenger, and fly back within the time limit.
Roger. So we're going to wait for that green light to turn out. Green light is now out. And we'll start adding some fuel. Close the starter. Turbine coming up. Rotor spinning. Easy now. All right. Let's have a quick check here. Temps, pressures are all okay. Booster pump coming off. Let's go ahead and turn on our generators. Looking good. Also get our main lights on. Now, what else do we need to see here? Let's have a quick look. So, just before we go, we have torque is good, oil pressure, temperature good, carburetor temperature good, chrono's working well, no warning lights, that's what we want. Pitot is engaged. Radar altimeter, let's call it 250 feet. Vertical speed, artificial horizon, and our airspeed indicator is all looking great. Would you be surprised to hear that Dougal and Naughty are currently on the ground at Yakutsk? I wouldn't be surprised at all. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Right. Are we ready as sports fans? So, lights are on. Everything should be tracking. Oh man, doesn't that bring back memories, lads? That sound? Absolutely gorgeous. You knackered Dougal by not going to half one. You finished, Ali. Mother of God, really? Naughty is making up for lost time, absolutely. Oh, the sound of this machine. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's gorgeous, man. Right, okay, so we're looking good. Parking brake, disengage. And we'll turn on some Toby eye tracking here, just so we can feel and get a better idea of what's happening, right? Alright, so let's have a look. With the collector coming in, nice and easy. Kicking up some dust. We have liftoff and we'll taxi away from the ramp. We can ground taxi this as well if we wish, but we'll take our time. Easy now, easy now. So we're pretty much heading straight out by Rathcoole here, straight out by the M7, and then we'll tuck in behind kind of Nace Kill direction. Angel, good to see you, buddy. I may have miscalculated the leg time. Ali, that is the story of my life. Alright, mind the GA pitch. Nose down, collective coming in. Let's get moving. Airspeed is starting to come alive. And we're now on our mission. Airspeed over 100 kilometers. Let's throw it up into the air. As we fly out over the golf ball, we're at the back of used to be Lufthansa. It's Air Motive Technique, or used to be Air Motive at least. It's all kind of changed now, you know. Heinz, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. So here's the M7. And we're going to pick this one up as we fly along. We don't need to go too high here. We're going to be, you know, keep it under 2,000 feet. We're looking out on over to City West here on our lower left-hand side. All sorts of drama there last week. And I'm going to add in a little bit of trim just to kind of take the pressures off us here now. And we continue on. So first village where we're flying now, this is Rathcoole in County Dublin. And you have the Avoca shop. And down to our right hand side, that's out towards Greenogue Aerodrome Business Park, and it leads you into Newcastle in County Dublin. I went to school in I went to primary school in Newcastle. I went to secondary school up in Rathcoole. So these are my old stomping grounds. Do you know? But we'll continue on here. We're just shy of 1,000 feet. And speed is looking good. We don't want to go too fast in this machine, in our little whirly bird. And let's see here now. We're going to head down now to this rescue position. And let's have a look here. Unload. Reload. I'm pressing buttons here, so you'll just have to bear with. There we go. Alright, we're looking good. So we're going to head down over the quarry. We're blessed with the weather. Nace, very good morning to you, buddy. Hope you're well. Oh, Sheffy, it's gorgeous, man. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's incredible to sim. So there's Daxter down there on the lower right side. The Black Church Inn used to be mighty place for the pints and the food. Mum and Dad ran the franchise in that place years and years and years ago. Brendan Grace used to own the pub. Alright, so we're going to tip out here now towards the back of Kill. And we're leaving Dublin and entering County Kildare, so our photogrammetry will kind of disengage, and we'll go back to just normal kind of satellite, which is still fantastic as well. So far so good. Nice, it is, buddy, it is. Hope yours is too, the work lurk. So the good news is we know pretty much this is a fixed location, so we don't need to do much worrying when it comes to trying to locate where this incident has been. So we'll keep tracking this current position. It's ideal weather conditions. It's we don't need to worry too much about it. There's a bit of rain in the distance. We can see a build up of cloud there the further out we head, the further kind of southwest. But for the moment, we're looking pretty good. So we're kind of heading in the region of Blessington Lakes. But so far so good. And we got some peoples with us. Looking good, looking good. Nice, there's Starbug in the MH60. We can see Blessington Lakes starting to appear now at our 11 o'clock position. So we're within minutes of arriving. It's a late Indian summer. We're getting the same. What is your go-to pub food? Burger and chips. Burgers, man. Always burgers. All right, watch your speed here. I'm just trying to get me trim kind of set up so we can take some pressure off our control input. That camera has moved, look. That a little bit better. At least you can see the joystick. Sorry about that, folks. And if I press this one, you should see now. This is what we're looking at on the vertical stream here over on YouTube. This camera on your lower right side. Well, that's what they can see. They can see the kind of the full layout here of all the buttons and gadgets that I play with. Do you know? He loves stew. Fish stew. No, no, absolutely not. Jay, run away from it fast. Run away fast. Right. How are we looking? We're all right. We're more than halfway there. Am I using the AB6? No, I'm not. I'm going back to me. I'm going back to me normal gear. The AB6 is in the box and ready to go to Dublin with me. Only because, well, it's just I haven't kind of fully amalgamated it in yet. You know, you can't beat a good burger. The missus and the team both love them. I was in Burr yesterday with Kando and his missus. Would you believe? They were on the honeymoon in Ireland and we went for a bite to eat. And I had a smash burger and it was deadly. All right, we're looking good. Easy. Right. Let's see how all this turns out, and sure, listen. We'll take it fierce handy now. As we approach, there's Blessington Lakes. Hukulay is flying with us. Man, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? We're getting close. Alright, let's follow this road. Watch the power lines. Okay, this is the road we need to follow, guys. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So, get some head tracking on. We're going to start slowing our speed. Easy. I can see a fire engine down there. Alright, easy does it. We'll set down. There's a fire engine. We can land in the field straight across from them. Easy now. Don't need to worry about the winch. We can actually set this right down. Easy.
Passengers boarding has started.
Alright, sit tight. Kicking up some dust. We'll hold in the brakes. Our crew has gone out now to address the situation, assess it. We're going to start loading up our passengers. Philip Foster, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Watching while working, multitasking, absolutely. So I can hear on air, they're telling me that the passengers are being loaded. We're going to hold station. They inject the scenery in, which is absolutely class, isn't it? So it's telling us to sit tight, 3 passengers. We have 30 seconds remaining, and then we've 14 minutes to hightail it back. So let's see how we get on here. Just maintaining everything here with the chopper. Keep our rotors moving as we need them. Okay, so I just heard the notification.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 105 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Get her door closed. Weight and balance, so she's not too happy. Let's have a look. Let's just double check our weights here.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
So we need to be up at 260. Let's go to the aircraft. Usually it does this itself, but for the sake of this, it doesn't seem to me. So we need 260 kilograms. Let's see what happens. It's nearly 500 pounds, isn't it?
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Let's see what happens here.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
That's interesting. Commander Balosh, good to see you, buddy.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Okay, why won't you take in the weight for me? Total payload, right? Let's see.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Why can't I throw this onto kilos? Seats, cargo. So it is updating and then it resets. Why is that now? $260. I think I found a bug.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
We have found a bug. Interesting. Now, with the MH60, it was updating.
Due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Okay, so why won't you... Total payload. So if I adjust this, what I can see about OnAir, it detects it and then it resets.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 70 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
I wonder. Let's see.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Okay, it's now starting to go up. So I wonder, is there an...
Loaded payload is lower
there
than
is.
due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
So I reckon if we throw extra weight on the chopper using this... I reckon that's what the issue is.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
It now says there's like 116, but there's not like. Load the aircraft, auto set, and start. Very strange, isn't it? But OnAir should be adjusting the weight of the
Loaded
aircraft.
payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
I'm just trying to think of what's causing OnAir not to be able to read this.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
So when I tell it to auto set, it goes, yeah, no problem, and then it doesn't do it.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
See the way, I reckon there's an issue with the sim with this.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
I never had this problem before. They froze at 2%. Did they for the CG? Okay, we'll hold that. The weight here is good.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload.
Is it because our total mass is now too heavy?
Instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Let's see what happens, right?
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Look at the centre of gravity. Forward is 2%, aft is 2%. Yeah, it looks shagged, doesn't it? Payload, like the sim is telling me one thing, but OnAir isn't able to read it. Oh well. They should never be the same, I agree.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
We did get it from 70 upwards, so why is that the case?
Loaded payload is lower than due payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
I'll keep trying it.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload.
The loading of your aircraft
116
failed.
Instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Huh. It's an issue with the, well, that seemed to load there now. Do you need to open the doors? No.
Loaded payload is lower than
We can
due
try it.
payload, 116 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Load. Auto set and load.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload.
It's now dropped back to 70.
Instead of 260.8 kilograms.
I reckon it's to do with this menu. That's upsetting it. It's gotta be, right? And now things are at 116. 111. 98, 84. This is upsetting it. We'll figure it out. Here's 166. $197. We're getting closer. $197 now. 310. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. It accepted that. So strange, right? So I need to talk to Taog's hangar with this as well.
Payload is lower than due payload. 232 instead of 519.4 kilograms.
You want 519? How?
Loaded payload is lower than due payload. 197 instead of 519.4 kilograms.
This loading thing, yeah, it's shagged. Hey, Hassan, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Yeah, this load, it's shagged. Right, let's see. We could lose the mission for this. Dougal, good to see you, buddy. Russia to Beijing? No way, man. Enjoy. We'll relaunch OnAir just in case it's an issue with OnAir, but we could have lost that mission. Which is odd, because it did everything else bang on correctly, but there's something not right with the sim. It's trying to load cargo and then it resets. And that's the sim doing that, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can handle it now.
Read 180 at 8 knots.
Success!
Loaded payload is lower than due payload. 232 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
And then it stopped again.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload. 197 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
I don't think it's on air, I think it's the chopper.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload. 197 instead of 260.8 kilograms.
Let's give it a second.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload. 232 instead of 519.4 kilograms.
This thing loading is the problem, look. Almost certain because they locked the centre of gravity, so the sim wants to load more. Yeah. Do you think OnAir locked it, or do you think the sim locked it? Yeah, like that just won't change, that 2 on 2. The loading of your aircraft failed. Like it is getting some weight.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload. 197 instead of 519.4 kilograms.
We never had that with the Alouette before, though. We've done missions with this before. There's an issue with it, though. Like, there's definitely an issue with this Alouette. Empty. Let me see. Right, reset the configuration. This 2.2 thing, that's an issue, right? Interesting. Right, we'll head her on back to Bal and then see what happens, shall we? Power coming in. Oopsie daisy. Here's Big Al and an Alouette. Come on now, look the yard. Oopsie daisy. Mind the trees. Right, we'll hightail it back to Bal and let's just see what happens. Interesting though. So it could be a case that the Alouette needs an update. I'll talk to OnAir about it as well. To be fair, they're very quick updating things. Easy. Roll to the right a bit. Jesus, Mr. Man, you're going to get blown out of it. We've turned it into hems. Hang on a second. Potential issue with the chopper, so? Unfortunate. We could always, like, we can do other missions, which is fine, but that loading, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Because I've done on-air missions with this chopper, and it was always grand, so maybe a sim reload might do it. We'll see. Flight Sim Max, good to see you, buddy. A wingless plane disaster incoming. I'm telling you now. I know, we're going okay. What we'll do, we can pick some other options. It's the weight and balance thing is an issue. I'll talk to them on it. Most likely the custom loader code of the heli. You have to use the heli's tablet to load the required weight. Yeah, but there's no way to load weight, if you know what I mean. Like, I've no options in here how to do things. Like, there's no additional pages. This is purely just putting bits and bobs onto it. You know what I mean? And this does impact on the weight. But yeah, it doesn't want to be... it just doesn't want to play nice. No biggie. Viper, you're obsessed with aviation lately? Dude, it's so good, isn't it? Yeah, Malky, 100%. But I've done on air with this as well, you know? You could not have thrown more fuel in. No, Nerf, because OnAir knows what fuel is and it knows what your payload is, so they're quite different. So if you just try and increase the fuel on the aircraft, OnAir can see that that's fuel. You know what I mean? We'll try it with a different. We can try it with a different dropper and see what happens, right? Nate, Cessna Sim, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Or we can do an air ambulance mission, but I'm just worried that the weight and balance with the with this chopper, you know. Here's Hukalea. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Good call, the slick one. Good call. Right, we'll head around back to Bal and we'll see what sort of options we get here. We can actually use SayIntentions with this, right? We can use SayIntentions and we can actually tell OnAir we're doing a free flight. So we can use both. So we'll see what the story is. Here the M7. Here's our photogrammetry coming in. Doesn't it look terribly real? Like absolutely terribly real. Easy does it. Easy does it. One comes in, one goes out. Bellbro, looking good, man. Right, get a bit of tracking on here. Easy. Yeah, Lewis. Little bit forward, but it's grand. It's grand. Right, let me see. Let's go ahead and engage that parking brake. And we'll calm it all down here for the moment. Let me see here now. Swap, good to see you, buddy. Alrighty. So, with OnAir, there's a problem with the weight and balance of the aircraft. So let's see what else we can do. Now, the aircraft is already running. We'll abandon this, right? We'll browse the logistics center. And what we can do a free flight with this, right? We'll put in our destinations and all the jazz. Choose the destination. So it'll be Bal to Bal. We will get some revenue for this. We're going to park this just for a moment, right? Let me see here now. So if we... What can we do here? We can do the following. We'll go off, off, off. Right? We'll shut her all down. Okay. Do I have a rotor brake in this? I think I have. I thought I had. I do somewhere. That's flaps. I'm sure I have a button here somewhere. There we go. That'd be a rotor brake. Okay, leave this on for the moment. We'll power all down. And we can use some SayIntentions with OnAir, right? Right. Battery off, sitting on the ramp. And our doors are open, right? Right, let's see what we can do here, right? Now this is where all this gets real interesting. Stream deck. Okay. Where is Stream Deck?
Hello there.
There it is. Alright, we'll shut that down for the second. Louis, thank you very much indeed. Welcome in, buddy. Right, we're gonna get ourselves set up here, right? Now. Right, we'll do one of those. We'll go into SayIntentions. We're going to go identity. We're going to go this one. We're going to go 202. We're going to go Irish 202, right? Apply. SkyOps. Search and rescue. Search, VIP, cargo, air ambulance, or firefighter. So we're going to do search and rescue. Alright. New flight. And then let's see what happens here. So we're going to connect to SkyOps 122.11, right? So we're going to have to get some power into the aircraft. Get our instruments on. And we're going to go 122.11. SkyOps, Irish 202, request search and rescue mission. Let's see what happens.
Give me a minute. Let me see what we've got. I'll get back to you in a minute or two.
Okay, right, sit tight. Now, who are my crew? Intercom, Callum and Reese. Or Andrea and Patrick. Let's go with these. Okay, so we're going to find out what sort of a mission it's going to give us. Then we're going to feed that mission into OnAir, right? And let's see what happens here. The issue is the helicopter. So we'll find out what happens, right?
Irish 202, good afternoon. We have reports of a sudden sinkhole at a dairy farm just outside Navan. 2 casualties, 1 trapped, 1 ambulatory. Surface units can't reach due to unstable ground. They need immediate aerial extraction. Deliver both patients to Dublin Airport. Ambulances and trauma teams are standing by. The IKO of the heliport is Echo India Delta Whiskey. Coordinates are approximately latitude 53.49er, A, longitude -6.67, about 22 kilometers northwest of Dublin, rough heading 325. We're sending your crew over now. Expect to be airborne in a few minutes. Contact me once you have a visual on the site and confirm patient status.
Roger, Wilco, Irish 202. Right, here's a mission. So, we have reports of a sudden sinkhole at a dairy farm just outside of Navan. 2 casualties.
Standing by for skids up.
1 trapped, 1 ambulatory. Surface units can't reach it due to unstable ground. Okay, so we're going to be flying EIDW.
Packing a few more items. We should be ready by the time you are at pilot_rank.
Pilot_rank. Hang on a second. Identity. Why are you calling me pilot_rank? Hang on now. This requires a bit of brain power. SayIntentions.
All on board. Sartek's good to go.
Pilot portal. 1 second now. Okay, pilot_rank. First name. Okay, so let me see. Sinkhole dairy farmer. That's our mission. Dublin Airport, ambulance or stage onwards to transfer to Beaumont Hospital. Right. Now, my intercom.
This is what the intercom sounds like.
Okay, so we have Andrea and Patrick. Andrea, good morning. Just checking you are ready to go, you and Patrick.
Morning. We're all set, Murph. Ready when you are.
Okay, good stuff. OnAir now. We're going to book a free flight. And we're going to fly from here to there. We're going to click fly. Fly now. We're going to set our own weight and balance. We're going to go 80%. Alternate. So destination is Dublin. Alternate is going to be Baldonnel. We're going to validate our fuel and payload. We're going to fly this now. OnAir is tracking. Perfect. Right, let's see what happens. SkyOps, this is Irish 202. We are now starting this mission. Okay, would you
Copy,
oversight?
mission start confirmed. Advise when airborne, or if you need anything further.
Okay, so Casement Aerodrome, we can contact the tower directly. Casement Tower, Irish 202, Alouette helicopter on the ramp. We request engine start, and we would like to start our mission. Or words to that effect. Right. Doors. Crew are in.
Irish 202, engine start approved. Advise when ready for taxi.
Roger, engine start approved and will advise for Irish 202. Let's see what happens here, friends. Coming on, coming on, coming on. Fuel pump. Coming on. Let's open our fuel. Starter engage. All right, Andrea, sit tight. We've just got our clearance and we're starting up the engine. Ooh.
Got it, Murph.
All right. It's all very immersive. Okay, start light out. Fuel coming up. Rotation. Oh, yeah. Generator lights. Casement Tower, Irish 235, ready for departure. Alright. Body odor. Body odor. Starter off. Booster off. Marcel, good to see you, buddy. Greetings from Miami.
Irish 202, runway 22, winds 190 at 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22, clear takeoff, Irish 202. Okay, Andrea, let's go. Are we coming in?
Roger, Murph. We're on our way.
Irish 202, correction, winds 190 at 9er, cleared for takeoff, runway 22.
Roger, clear takeoff, runway 22, Irish 202. Not very interesting. All right. Keep it moving. We'll taxi out. Dishman, this is Microsoft Flight Sim. Sweet Pickle, good to see you, buddy. Oh, dude, over the years, man, you just kind of pick stuff up.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, that's OnAir telling us it's now tracking us. As we taxi here now. Alright, runway 22, we are cleared. Bit of collective coming in. Get ourselves up off the ground. Easy does it. Get ourselves lined up. Let's go flying. $100 kilometers, nose back. And Irish 202, we are airborne. Okay, so we're heading for Navan.
Irish 202, copy, airborne.
Easy now. Alright, follow in towards Dublin, and then we're heading up to Navan. So, try and gain a bit of altitude here as we go along. And we're looking good here now. Andrea, can you confirm you have everything you need? Easy now.
Got everything, Murph.
Andrea, can you give me a heading towards the destination?
Murph, head 325, 23.3 kilometers to the site.
Roger, thanks. All right. Casement Irish 202, we're now leaving your airspace. We'll call you back on our arrival. Watch your speed.
Irish 202, leaving airspace, copy. Call on arrival.
Alright, let me see. SkyOps. SkyOps Irish 202, we are airborne and heading towards the site. Expect ETA 20 minutes. Virtue Sim, good to see you, buddy.
Copy, airborne and en route, standing by for further updates.
Alright, let's go. So it can get very immersive, and like everything that I'm using. So I'm using SayIntentions. That's all the ATC and voice interactions, right? And then OnAir. Well, that's tracking now this flight, whereby it's just Baldonnel to Dublin. And that the only reason why I'm going this kind of depth is only because, well, the helicopter isn't behaving with its weight and balance with OnAir. Usually OnAir just overrides the weights and balance. It controls things like the weather, the time of the day, the weight, and it'll do scenery injection. It'll do all the stuff, right? Now, SayIntentions can also do scenery injection when it comes to SkyOps. And the two of them actually work very well hand in hand. You can kind of see here, you can get a very immersive experience out of this purely by, you know, getting all your add-ons in sync with each other. And it's not a big to do, like it's, you turn them on and away you go, you know what I mean? So we've Dublin Airport over there. We're going to stay under his radar, not above 2,000 feet will be their shout. Conrad, good to see you. How can you speak with ATC? So it's using SayIntentions, so it's actually AI ATC. It's a fantastic way to kind of build up your confidence. It doesn't always necessarily follow strict radio telephony, right? As in procedural stuff. It does a very good job though. But like for the likes of VATSIM, it's an excellent starting point to learn more and just get comfortable being able to fly, navigate, and communicate. It's a great training tool for that, you know. Scottish Highlands, yeah, dude, absolutely. So let's just see if we can trim our aircraft out. We got to watch our speed here as well, because this thing does not like going over speed. Okay, Andrea, can you give me a heading and also a range? Downrange, good to see you, buddy.
Murph, head 295, 18.8 kilometers to the site.
295, okay. We'll keep it rolling. So we got some peoples with us. Looking good. Angels 1-5, Balbro, Starbug, Kukalea is with us. Awesome. All right. Easy, does it? Downrange, hope you're well, buddy. Okay, so far so good. Okay, Andrea, what can you tell me about the victims? What do we know?
Patrick is trapped to the waist with suspected pelvic crush injuries and possible internal bleeding. Seamus has a fractured left arm and head laceration with mild concussion. Both are conscious.
Patrick and Seamus. Jesus. Can you radio other aircraft around you? Yes, if they're connected with SayIntentions, we can actually chat to each other inside the sim. That's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. Okay, we'll roughly head out this direction. They were saying it was about 18 kilometers or so. Altitude wide is we're fine. We're good and low. Big Al is still flying with us. Will they yell at you for entering airspace without permission? it can happen. Like, there's certain airspace, if you ramble into, you know, there could be consequences, but they don't yell. And that's why it's a very good training aid. I mean, you can make mistakes. There's no consequence, you know. Where if a SkyOp gives you a lat long for the incident, you can program that. You can program that in as a temporary waypoint. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Like where SayIntentions are getting now, like eventually the AI will fly your aircraft. You just sit back and make sure it's doing what it needs to do, you know. But as I say, like you group this with things like what we have here with OnAir. So OnAir, I've just said, hey, look, this is a free flight. I'm going to go from Baldonnel to Dublin. Just so happens we're going out to Navan first, and then we'll go back again. And it'll score us and give us points, and it knows that we're flying in a chopper, so we're constantly building up our currency, if you like, which is great. Flew an A321 Neo from Miami to JFK. Nice. Crafty Tigers, good to see it. Okay, so we're roughly out this neck of the woods. Okay, Andrea, can you give me an update, heading and distance?
Murph, head 280, 10.9 kilometers to the site.
We're within 10k now. Do you have the black barley malt extract? Would that be a pint of Guinness? Yes, we have all the Guinness reels in pilot. Doing very well. Weather is cool, but a nice crisp weather ride in your Ducati. Ooh, nice. Do you know, our weather over here, it's like shockingly warm. It's like 16 or 17 degrees out there today. It's friggin' nuts. It's going to change something fierce next week, but at the moment, it's quite nice. SkyOps Irish 202, we are 10 kilometers from the site. Say again. Couldn't hear him.
Say again.
Irish 202, 10 kilometers from the site. You're just swimming in the North Sea. What?
Copy, 10 kilometers from the site.
Okay, Andrea, what can you tell me now? I need a heading and distance.
Murph, head 275, 6.6 kilometers to the site.
Easy. Six kilometers. Are we getting nervous yet? Is this going to work, or are we going to be shagged? Who knows? Who knows? This needs a bit of music, doesn't it? This could work. On approach. That weather's starting to change as well, look.
2 miles out.
Roger, we're 2 miles out. Andrea, can you ask them to launch flares?
Roger, Murph. I'll request flares from the ground team.
SkyOps Irish 202, we are approaching the scene. Oh, I see some flares, look! Brilliant! We got some flares! Alright, let's do this thing. SkyOps Irish 202, we have located the area. We're going to set down and send the crew. Easy now.
Copy, setting down and deploying crew.
Okay, Andrea, we're going to set down. Yourself and Patrick, get out there and let's help these survivors. Easy now.
Roger, Murph. Awaiting your clear to exit.
I can see a tractor. Easy now. So they're walking. We'll go to the right of them.
Sartek's ready to go.
That, Lewis. Okay, Andrea, let's go.
Roger, Murph.
Okay, we have set down. Yourself and Patrick are clear to exit the heli. Takes it fair to the windscreen,
We're clear
right?
to exit, Murph.
SkyOps Irish 202. We have set down at the location and are currently working. The poor old devil, he's stuck in the ground! He's stuck in the ground! Ah, jeez! Say nothing! It's alright! Now we just sit tight. We do nothing. Andrea, let me know when you have the passengers secured. He's in a sinkhole.
Passengers secured, Murph.
Are they really? Can you confirm passengers are fully loaded and we are ready to depart?
Passengers secured, Murph.
She wasn't waiting around. SkyOps Irish 202, we have the passengers loaded and we're going to make our way now towards Echo India Delta Whiskey.
Murph, we're en route to the hospital with the patient secured.
Copy, en route to Echo India Delta Whiskey with both patients. Dublin Airport notified. Ambulances standing by.
All right, let's get out of here. Upsie daisy.
Airborne again.
OnAir's tracking us. This is pretty
Murph,
cool.
approaching Dublin Airport for landing.
Good woman yourself. We'll be there in about 10 minutes.
Got it, Murph.
SkyOps Irish 202, can you advise where we are to set down at Dublin Airport? I mean, I'm just saying. It probably could.
Land at the main helipad, South Apron, Echo India Delta Whiskey. Ambulances waiting. Contact tower for final instructions.
Roger. They actually said they're taking them onto Beaumont. So you could say, listen, we can go direct to Beaumont. But for the sake of this, because I'm on air to kind of track what we're doing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Captain Spears, good to see you. Jesus. Right, run away back to Dublin. Brilliant. Andrea, what can you tell me about the two victims? Are they okay? Are they stable? Oh, really, Ali? No way.
Patrick is trapped with suspected pelvic crush injuries and possible internal bleeding. Seamus has a fractured arm and head laceration with mild concussion. Both are conscious, but Patrick is unstable.
Okay, I hope you're taking good care of them back there.
We're doing our best, Murph.
Jesus, just no crack out our order at all. Right, we're going as fast as we can. I can't do much else. We're flying towards the place with the thing. We're flying into bad weather as well. Nothing to worry about here at all. I need to talk to Dublin. Easy now. Dublin approach, Irish 202, request entry to airspace. We are carrying 2 victims we've rescued with instructions to land at the helipad at Dublin Airport. Max Stallion, good to see you. Do.
Irish 202. Dublin approach, roger. Enter controlled airspace. Proceed direct to Dublin helipad. Advise position, altitude, and intentions.
Irish 202, we are 8 miles west of Dublin Airport, altitude 2,000 feet. Copy on zone entry, and we need a set down at the main helipad by the tower. Ooh. FMJ, absolutely, man. Victims? Oh wait, I should have said casualties.
202, enter controlled airspace. Proceed direct to helipad by the tower. Report when established on final. QNH 1002, wind 160 at 12.
Roger, we will enter controlled airspace, proceed direct to helipad by the tower. QNH 1002, and we will report when on final. Irish 202. Casualties, they're casualties. Andrea, how are our casualties doing? We will be landing in Dublin Airport in about 5 minutes.
Patrick's stable. Seamus is doing okay?
Great news! Well done.
Thanks, Murph.
It's nice to be nice, you know. Dublin approach, Irish 202. Be advised, our 2 casualties are stable on board, but we will require an ambulance. Imagine if the whole thing exploded or something. Do you want to go for a drink after?
Irish 202, ambulance will be waiting at the helipad.
Roger, Dublin approach. We're now entering the tower area. Request frequency change to Dublin Tower.
Irish 202, contact Dublin Tower 128.8.
1288 for Irish 202, thanks. Easy. Easy. We're over speed. Dublin Tower, Irish 202. We are 4 miles inbound to land at the helipad. Current altitude is 1,000 feet. We have 2 casualties on board, and we believe there is an ambulance waiting.
Irish 202, just acknowledge and switch to new frequency.
Roger. What is he?
Irish 202, Dublin Tower. Enter left base for runway 10 right.
Can we request a direct entry to the helipad? Go on, be sound, mate.
Irish 202, direct entry to the helipad approved. Winds 160 at 12. QNH 1002, report final.
Roger, direct entry to the helipad approved. Copy the QNH of 1002, and we will report on final for Irish 202. In other words, get everything out of the shagging way. Should be grand. Okay, Andrea, we'll be setting down in about 2 minutes.
Got it, veteran pilot.
Veteran pilot? I need to talk to Brian. Why is he calling me my rank name? Oh wait, what's going on with my gadget? There we go. Alright, helipad in sight. Watch at the speed. Seamus, a very non-Irish name. He's now. And Dublin Tower, Irish 202, short final to the helipad.
Irish 202, clear to land helipad. Winds 160 at 12, QNH 1002.
Clear to land at the helipad, QNH 1002 for Irish 202. Easy now.
Irish 202, can you read that?
What the actual Jesus was that? Are you okay? What the hell was that?
Irish 202, can you read that?
No, shag off. Easy now. Easy now. I'm getting bleeding trolled.
Irish 202, say it again, please.
No, listen. We've just sat down. Get the ambulance over here and make sure it goes back for you as well. Jesus. Right. The brakes are on.
Irish 202, contact ground on 130.79er.
Over the ground, 130.79er. Irish 23202. Balls.
Irish 202, copy, ambulance notified and en route to your location.
That fella is just having a moment. Dublin ground, Irish 202. We've just set down at the helipad. Request that ambulance now for our 2 casualties.
Irish 202, copy, ambulance notified. Stand by for arrival. Let us know if you need anything else, Captain.
Thank you. Alright, Andrea, we're landed, ambulance on the way. Go ahead and start unloading. That was like, what in the name?
Irish 202, you're welcome, Captain. Stand by if you need anything further.
Copy, Murph. Unloading now.
The poor old devil was having a mare, you know. Skyops, this is Irish 202. We have just landed at Dublin Airport and are unloading the casualties now. Jefferson, did you clip that? Why did you get timed out?
Excellent work. Both patients are in good hands, thanks to you. The families are grateful. Stand by for your next assignment.
What the hell was that? Listen. Murph, send Brian a DM with the flight idea. He would appreciate that. He needs to listen to that back. That was hilarious. Right. What did you... Oh yeah, on air. Right, shut it down. Alright. Battery off.
Engine off time log. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
So, OnAir has now recorded our flight. We went from Baldonnel out to Navan and back. We got 19 XP for it. We got a crosswind landing bonus. Landing regular, fair enough. Max bank angle, didn't like that at all. Show the record. You get a full rundown of your flight. It didn't like our aircraft preparation. Start tracking with engines off, so it was probably detecting the engines were still running. But apart from that, we scored pretty high. So our route took us from Baldonnel. We kind of traipsed up the M50, headed out to Navan, out to the sinkhole with Dubai, right? And then we headed into Dublin. And then the tower fella spilled coffee on his lap or something. But all is well in the realm. Listen, never a dull moment with OnAir and never a dull moment with SayIntentions. Telling you now, lads. Right, let's go back one here. Let's okay this. And we got some monies for that as well. Brilliant. Well done, OnAir. Right. Let's leave the crew here. Okay, Andrea, you and Patrick, you can stay here at Dublin Airport. The courtesy car will pick you up later on, and we might go for some beverage.
There's no crew aboard because you don't have an active mission. To pick up a new mission, contact SkyOps dispatch on.
Okay. There's no messing with her, is there?
There's no crew aboard because you don't have an active mission. To pick up a new mission, contact SkyOps dispatch on.
Right. Asher, good afternoon. We're here at Dublin Airport and we want to head back to Casement Aerodrome. We're in an Alouette III helicopter. What can you tell me about it, oh mysterious, strange sounding man?
The Alouette III. She's a French beauty, first taken to the skies in 1959 and beloved by the Irish Air Corps for her nimble ways and that iconic turbine whine like a banshee singing over the bogs. She's been used for everything from rescue missions to VIP transport. And sure, didn't she even help out with the Pope's visit in 79? There's a bit of magic in flying one, I'll tell you that much.
A banshee over the bog. Right, Murph. What can you tell me about Casement Aerodrome?
Casement Aerodrome, or Baldonnel as the locals call it. It's the home of the Irish Air Corps since 1917, and legend has it, the first east-to-west transatlantic flight took off from there in 1928. Imagine that, Murph. It's a place where helicopters and fixed wings alike have danced across the skies for over a century. And sure, if those hangar walls could talk, they'd have more stories than a Dublin pub on a Saturday night.
Now, he said. Right. Okay, Murph, you're now going to be my co-pilot for today. We are in the Alouette III helicopter. We're on the ground at Dublin Airport and we're going to fly back to Casement Aerodrome. Are you ready?
Right, Murph here. We're on the ground at Dublin Airport, ready to head back to Casement Aerodrome. Let's get clearance from ground for taxiing and takeoff.
Can you look after the radios, Murph? Thanks, Jeff. Cheers, buddy. Yes.
I am only rated to handle IFR comms for now, Murph. You'll need to handle the radio for VFR.
Okay, I'll look after that, so you go ahead and make sure everything else is ready.
I am unable to assist with that task. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
But what can you do? I'm having having this discussion with myself. It makes no sense.
Murph, I can handle the radio comms for IFR flights, run checklists, and operate aircraft systems from the automated actions menu.
So can you go ahead and turn on my lights? Oh.
I can't do that, Murph. You need to handle the lights yourself.
Can you make a cup of tea?
I can't make tea, Murph. Let's focus on getting to the gate.
Jesus. You're sacked. You're out of it. Bloody hell. I need someone who's going to mind us. Be nice to us, you know. Murphy's out of there. Hello, Howard. It's Murph. We're going to be flying in the Alouette III helicopter from Dublin to Casement Aerodrome today.
That sounds like an exciting flight, Murph. The Alouette is a great helicopter for that journey. Make sure to check the weight and balance before departure, especially with passengers and cargo. Have you reviewed the route and any potential airspace restrictions along the way?
Why can't I be more like Howard? Right? Useful feedback, helpful feedback, instead of, I can't do this. Why, yes, I have, Howard. Everything appears to be good. The weather is fine. And I'm just about to call up the ground controller and request our clearance for an engine start. Listen, it'll be grand.
When calling ground for engine start clearance, you can say, Dublin ground, Irish 202, request clearance for engine start. Make sure to include your current location and any pertinent information. You're doing great.
Oh, thanks, man. Brilliant! Jesus, Howard's very good in this. How am I not any good? Why am I like a complete and utter gobshite muppet? Oh, no.
I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you're looking for information on taxiing, you would typically say something like, Dublin ground, Irish 202, clear of the runway, request taxi to the gate. Let me know if you need help with anything specific.
It was a compliment. Right, Murph. You're back in the hot seat. You're here now to help me. Today we're flying the Alouette III from Dublin Airport to Casement Aerodrome. You need to help me. I need good mentoring here.
Absolutely. The Alouette III is a fantastic aircraft for this flight. Remember to check your weight and balance before departure, as it can significantly affect performance. For your route to Casement Aerodrome, keep an eye on the weather and plan for any potential changes. Let's make sure we have the right frequencies tuned in for departure and arrival. You've got this?
I think so. Thank you, Murph. I'll get back to you in a moment. What's going on in the world? Right. I have to redeem myself.
You're doing great. Take your time and let me know if you have any questions about the next steps or anything else aviation related.
What about the weight and balance of the PIC? Jesus. Tough crowd. Dublin ground, good afternoon. Irish 202, Alouette 3. We are on the helipad. Request engine start. Let's see what happens.
Irish.
You make stuff up?
02, engine start approved.
Engine start approved. Irish 202. Thanks. Pause. Keep your hand on the button. Okay, Murph, we just got our clearance for engine start. I'm now starting the engine.
That's great. As you start the engine, make sure to monitor the oil pressure and temperature closely. Once you're ready, let ground know you're ready to taxi. Keep it smooth and you'll do just fine.
I take it all back, Murph. You're a genius. Easy. Dublin ground, Irish 202, engines started. We are now ready for lift. That didn't take long.
Irish 202, unable. Contact tower for departure clearance.
Roger, we'll contact the tower, Irish 202. This feckin' dude's on again. Dublin Tower, Irish 202. Engines have started. We are on the helipad. Request immediate departure to Casement Aerodrome.
Irish 202, runway 10 right. Winds 160 at 12, cleared for takeoff.
Roger, clear takeoff, Irish 202. Right, we're not even gonna go to the runway, we're just blasting off out of here. Right, off? Right, Murph, we're lifting off. Yep, see Daisy.
Fantastic. As you lift off, remember to maintain a positive rate of climb and keep an eye on your airspeed. Once you're established, you can retract the flaps and adjust your climb power. You've got this.
Murph, we're in a helicopter. There are no flaps.
I see you're referring to the Barfaran helicopter. Just a reminder, helicopters typically don't have flaps like fixed-wing aircraft do. They rely on rotor blades for lift and control. If you're looking for tips on how to handle a helicopter's unique flight characteristics or any other specific questions, just let me know.
Right, Murph, what can you tell me about Dublin?
Sure, since we're just after lifting off from Dublin Airport, let me tell you, Dublin itself is a sight to behold from above. Founded by the Vikings back in the 9th century, the city's a patchwork of winding streets, the River Liffey slicing right through its heart like a great silver ribbon. From the air you can spot the spires of Christ Church and St. Patrick's Cathedral, and if you squint, maybe even the old city walls. Dublin, the heart and soul of Ireland, where Vikings once stomped about, James Joyce found his muse, and the River Liffey splits the city like a loaf of soda bread.
I knew Muse was that old. Right, Murph, what can you tell me about the M50 motorway in Dublin? It's a kip.
The M50, it's Dublin's big ring road, opened in 1990, and if you haven't cursed at its tolls or traffic, have you even been to Dublin? It's the lifeline for anyone dodging city centre chaos. And sure, it's seen more Irish road rage than a herd of sheep blocking a country lane.
That's very accurate. Dublin Tower, Irish 202, leaving your air space, request frequency change. Jesus. Your face?
Irish 202, safe flight.
Thank you. Good day by then. Oh, Jesus. Is it out?
Irish 202, good day.
Casement Tower, Irish 202, on our way back to you. We're currently over the M50 over Lucan. We expect to be with you in about 5 minutes.
Irish 202, Baldonnel Tower, roger. Report 2 miles out for landing instructions.
Roger, we will report when we are 2 miles out. Right, Murph, we're heading now to Casement Aerodrome. What can you tell me about the place?
Oh, yeah. now the Blaze, is it? I'm afraid that's not ringing any bells in the world of Irish aviation or landmarks around here. If you mean something else, give us a bit more to go on and I'll spin you a yarn fit for a legend.
Yeah, I said Casement Aerodrome. Echo India Mike Echo. What can you tell me about it? Do. If the Germans had a sense of humour, I'd be having a great time.
Baldonel, as we love to call it.
Baldonel!
Built in 1917, it's the proud home of the Irish Air Corps, and would you believe
Sounds
it was
French.
the launch pad for the first east-to-west transatlantic flight in 1928. The place is steeped in aviation history, with everything from helicopters to fixed wings gracing its runways, and it's named after Roger Casement, the famous Irish patriot.
And what else can you tell me about the whole region? I need loads of information. And some local legend as well. Give the man a stage.
You're looking for the whole story of the region, are you? Well, we're flying over County Dublin, a place that's seen everything from ancient Celtic tribes to the roar of modern jets. The River Liffey snakes through the land, and the fields below have witnessed Viking raids, Norman castles, and even a few ghostly banshees wailing on stormy nights. Local legend has it that Fionn Mac Cumhale himself once leapt these lands chasing after adventure and a bit of mischief.
He even butchers names like I do. Fionn McCool, Murph. Fionn McCool. That's how you pronounce it.
You've got it spot on. It's pronounced McCool, just like the legendary Fionn McCumhale himself. Grand job! You're a natural with the Irish names.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Twitch gave you a top clipper badge, then timed you out for posting the clip. Brilliant. Murph, Jeppesen 2001, he made a clip, he got a badge from Twitch, and then he got a timeout because he posted the clip. What do you think of that? Rip Johnny, good to see you. Joe Mac, good to see you.
Sure, that's the wild world of the internet for you. 1 minute you're a hero with a badge, the next you're sitting in the digital naughty corner. Twitch giveth and Twitch taketh away like a mischievous leprechaun with a bag of tricks.
Say hello to Jeppesen 2001. You're brilliant. Say cool whip. Cool whip.
Jefferson 2001. Consider yourself greeted in the grandest Irish style. May your luck be as endless as a Dublin rainstorm, and your crack as mighty as the cliffs of Moher. Slanted to you, hey.
His name is Jeppesen. Jeppesen. Like Jeppesen charts? Not Jefferson, you big idiot. It's Jeppesen 2001. Bloody hell,
Jefferson like the charts, not the fella from across the pond. Sure, that's grand altogether. Jettison 2001, you're as sharp as a pint of Guinness on a frosty morning.
Okay, Murph, thanks for your support. As always, you go take a lie down now.
Sure, you're too kind. I'll go have a wee lie down and dream of leprechauns and low-flying helicopters. Slan for now, and keep her steady up there.
Slan. Casement Tower, Irish 202, 2 mile final, request set down on the ramp. Clear to land runway 22, Irish 202. Right. I wanted to just land on the ramp, but usually, actually, they don't actually allow you to do that in BAL a lot of the time. You have to land and then taxi in. The things you can do with modern technology. Easy now. Nice bit of wind. Easy does it. Casement Tower, Irish 202, we have landed runway 22 and request taxi to the ramp.
Irish 202. Taxi to West Apron, Gate 621R at your discretion. Good day.
Taxi to Apron, Irish 202.
Irish 202. Welcome to Baldwin. Contact ground upon 121.755.
Over the ground, 121.755, Irish 202. Easy now. Easy now. Hold on ground, Irish 202. We are taxiing to the ramp. Request ground power unit.
Irish 202, Baldwin ground. Taxi to ground power unit at your discretion. Good day.
Taxi at our discretion for Irish 202. Good day. Brilliant. Alright. Oh, yeah. Park and brake. Yes. Power coming down. Landing lights off. Generators. Instrument lights coming down. There's Big Al. Well, that was, it was what it was, friends, yes. The Alouette doesn't play terribly nice with OnAir, so we'll talk to them on that. But that was a bit of crack. Hey, Croddy, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. All right. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. Alright. Isn't it only great crack altogether? Right, isn't it? Bloody hell. Right, that was definitely interesting to say the least. It's a great chopper though, isn't it? It's a great chopper. So we've done a search and rescue mission, 2 of them, and it worked. We got our credits with OnAir. We're building up more flight time. We've like 16 hours, I think, now in rotary wing. SayIntentions is always a blast, but you can use it like without taking the mic as well. It's quite good. Like for instance, ground Irish 202. Can you give me an up-to-date weather report? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Let's find out, friends.
Now I wish I could whip up a weather report quicker than a leprechaun finds his pot of gold. But I'm just here to spin yarns and point out the sights.
Didn't mean to talk to him.
I want to check with air traffic or your trusty instruments, so you don't end up wetter than a sheep in a Galway storm.
Thanks, Murph. I pressed the wrong button. Dublin ground, Irish 202, request up-to-date weather report, please. Don't put that agent back on the phone.
Irish 202. Wind 190 at 9er. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2500. Temp 16. Dew point 11.
Thank you. It's all very calm here now.
Irish 202, you're welcome.
There sound like that. That was an absolute howl. Hey, Crowdy, just back from the office. Ooh, nice, man, nice. X-Plane 12.3 just been released. Yeah, I think they've made a final now, Roy. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. I don't... do I have an Alouette in X-Plane? No, I don't think I do. I don't have the Alouette in X-Plane. I have other stuff in X-Plane. Hang on, when we look at this mad chopper in X-Plane, I'll show you this. Wait till you see this crack now, right? This is ridiculous, right? Hopefully it works now and I don't break it. Right, that's going to start running now in a second. We'll bid farewell to the Microsoft Flight Simulator for just a minute. All right. I just want to show you this chopper. We'll load in here at Baldonnel in X-Plane, right? Just to show you this mad thing. Now, bearing in mind, I'm still learning how to fly this thing. I can't fly it right, but it's a cool looking machine. This is X-Plane 12.3, unless it wants an update. Will initialize plugins. And the good thing is, right, both OnAir and SayIntentions, they also work with X-Plane, which is deadly, right? Where's this machine now? Look at this mad friggin' machine. Real world weather. The 6th. Right, let's see what happens here, right? I just want to show you this because it's friggin' mad looking. And like some of the flights and some of the, like all the stuff you can do, it's class. Absolutely class. Weather and cloudage as well as scenery cloud texture somewhat changed. Yeah. I updated this last night and I haven't properly given it a spin yet. With X-Plane 12. But like it's like everything, like Microsoft Flight Sim with it combines so many things so very, very well. It's just a joy flying in it. And I can't wait until, like Sim Update 4, I cannot wait until that's actually properly released. It's got to be soon, right? I think they got an update even yesterday or was it yesterday or this morning? I think it was yesterday. Another update for Sim Update 4. So, yeah. Let's see how this behaves, right? So let me see here now. We can tell OnAir we're now using X-Plane. Simulator configuration, X-Plane. Connected. And SayIntentions can be here as well. You're recreating Maastricht via the world editor. Notice also the ground texture's got some TLC. Oh, nice, Roy. Yeah, Maastricht's a great spot. I think Aerosoft did a Maastricht scenery for X-Plane years ago, I think. Which is pretty good. But yeah, like Microsoft, they were telling us we were going to have this scenery world thing. What were they calling it? Scenery Gateway or something? And the idea was users can get in, edit airports, and then release them, and we can download them from there. I think when they do that, it's going to be incredible. It really is. You know, this will be interesting now. Let us see. Thinking about it. Oh, look, it crashed. That's a good start for X-Plane. Really? X-Plane crashes? Anyone else with those issues? Why would it crash? Let's see. We shall go to the log file. And while she's loading, This file is written every time you start the sim. Grand. So what happened down here? Better push back. So it crashed around here. It's not giving me any errors. Hardware added. That's all okay. That's the usual stuff. Button added. That's the usual explain. Oh, hang on. Hang on. There's some stuff. Uncalibrated device. That's okay. Axes. That's okay. Airports. Warning. Airport. That's okay. They're all me plugins. They're okay. That's strange. It crashed without any information. No, crashing with X-Plane 12 here. 4 sec. Yeah, I don't know. Like I've plenty of add-ons, so it could be the case that they just need stuff needs to be updated. I'd say not just aircraft, but like probably the Sim Heaven stuff, and probably the what else needs an update? I don't know. Maybe the Ortho. Let me see. Advanced. I'm unsure, is there an option in here to see, like version 1.3.3? I imagine there's an update wanted for this. Perhaps.
Pushback failure. Are you seriously trying to call pushback for a helicopter?
No. No. I was just, close it, restart it again. That was a tip from one of the developers from the WED forum. Start X-Plane in vanilla. Really? Okay, I reckon Toby started it, because now Toby has crashed. Right, this is supposed to be Casement Aerodrome default. This could be interesting. Don't crash. Oh, she's not liking something. Interesting. Oh, we're alive. Okay, let's see if I can get Toby working. Why is this not working? If I were Toby, where would I live? Do. Let's see what happens here. Do. Okay, they're reversed. Careful now, Murphy. Careful now. Mongoose. Reverse. Done. Okay, look at this mad... Oh, jeez. Look at this mad gadget here, look. Pure mad, right? Pure mad. Right. That's okay. That's not okay. Avionics battery. Lighting. Position. Pitot heat. They're all okay. Engines. Fuel. Okay. Engines. Idle. On. Easy now. So this mad gadget, there's a jet on the back of it, right? There's a jet on the back of this, so when we move, do you see the jet moving? See that whole area moving? Friggin' mad, right? Right, I think we're set up. Let's just try and maneuver. Easy. Oh Jesus, easy. Gently does it. Okay, back out the way we go. Mind the tower, Merv. Easy now. The weather is very different in X-Plane with the same stuff, isn't it? Trippy, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. All right. Let's have a look at this. Yikes. She's kind of mad looking, isn't it? Like, it's mad looking. Uh-oh. What's she giving out about? Isn't out? Big Al, you take it easy, buddy. Have an awesome day. It's like a proper heavy chopper. That's a terrible view. There we go. All right, let's see. Can we? Let's see. Can we fly the gadget like this? Because it looks pretty. Oh Jesus! It looks pretty good. Don't crash now, Murph. Easy. Don't crash. Brilliant. So what we'll do, we'll plan a bit of X-Plane. Oh, jeez. We'll plan a bit of X-Plane for next week. But I just wanted to load this guy in. I can explain everything. Balls.
Can I do the refund?
Right.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works. Every time.
Well, on that terrible bombshell, lads, we'll head away now. Run away, quick! But yeah, we've had a lot of fun today. Coming very soon, we're going to be doing some helo flying back in Flight Sim 2024. And we're going to be going to Jurassic World. Ooh, we're going to head out to Jurassic World because OnAir have done, they've imported all the airports. So there's tons of stuff that we can do with OnAir out at Jurassic World. Same as SayIntentions, actually. They have a whole load of stuff working as well. But we're going to be doing this probably next week. Probably Monday night, we're going to do heli flying at Jurassic World. So, yeah, if you have the scenery, make sure it's installed. We're going to give this a blast. So, yes, my flying for today has abruptly ended. But the main thing is the simulated horror. Right, it's all simulated. Dirty Balls, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Welcome in. Right, lads, we're back. I didn't get a phone call yet, so I don't know. Am I around tonight? If I'm not, where is this now? If I'm not, package delivered. If we're not around tonight, we're back tomorrow night at 2000 Zulu. We're going to be taking the DC-3 for a spin, Ice Pilots, for Buffalo Airways as we fly from Canada into Alaska. That's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night. So until then, we'll be over on Discord. I want to thank you all so very, very much indeed for tuning in and keeping me company and putting up with the antics. We had a blast with OnAir, and SayIntentions is just absolutely... It was just... mad, right? Absolutely mad. And poor Al Jeppesen, right? Never forget poor Al Jeppesen. But anyway, that's the story. Thank you so much indeed for tuning in, and we shall catch you all, if not later, well then tomorrow, from 2000 Zulu. So, Max, Murph, I sent a message. Should I buy a PC just to get this game, or should I buy it on my PS5 and just get Thrustmaster controls? Ooh. My advice, try it on the PS5 first. You can buy Thrustmaster controls for like $200. It's a much more cheaper entry point, right? And if you really like the sim, well then I would say you can expand your hobby by going the route of a PC. Flight sim on PC, it's just you've more options with everything. You know what I mean? So I would certainly look at that. But yeah, in a box, man. Good to see you, bud. Lads, listen, have a great day. Thank you so very much indeed for tuning in. And that's not mine. That was here when we got here. We'll see you later. Good luck. You know, don't hit me with a frying pan. Oh, jeez, this is here. You just hit me with a frying pan.
She didn't make a noise.
Of course I made a noise. You hit me with a frying pan in my head.
Turn around.
Why would you hit me with a frying? Don't hit me again. Ah! Yes, it makes a noise. You're hitting me with a frying pan. Annalisa, did you put her up to that? Jesus, me head. Oh, who hit someone? I mean, come on. Who hit someone with a frying pan, for God's sake? Oh, very hollow sounding. What? What are you talking about, hollow sounding? Ready for this to give up? I'm a little teapot, short
Dreamy, sleepy,
and
nighty,
stout.
snoozy, snooze.
Here is me handle, and here is me spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Just tip me over and pour me out. Ah, Jesus! Oh, stop! You see? She looks like your man. Oh no, it's a him. Oh Jesus! It looked like your one, Katie Taylor. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a great fight, and then I boxed the head off him. Brilliant.